Activist Media, 910AMTALKDETROIT, broadcasting live right here in the city of Detroit, where the topics and the conversation is just too hot for regular radio. Listen, you don't need to download the app. Just log on to the website. The website is compatible with all Android and iPhones. See you during the live program. Yeah, what's up, y'all? This your boy 6'4", host of Detroit Let's Talk, and we broadcasting on 910AMTalk.com. Subscribe to the YouTube page at 910 AM Talk Detroit. We are the black-owned 910 AM Talk, and unlike others, we are actually here in the city of Detroit. Today, we're talking about education. We got to stay on this because you got to know the importance of keeping your children right here being educated in the city of Detroit. That was an awesome selection from the world famous 69 Boys. I love the fact that they reached out to Detroit and came up with this banger. I like it, my girl. You'll hear it a lot on our live broadcast and on our archive broadcast. Shouts out to Thrill the Player and Fast Cash. If you want to book the 69 Boys, all you got to do, hey, holla at me. I can get in touch with Thrill. We can make that happen. They still rocking. They still selling out arenas around the country. It's still jumping off. I love good music. So today, we're talking about the educational component. And since we're embarking upon another semester of school, if you have children that is in school, you need to know these things. People are vetting for your children to leave Detroit to be educated and take that money with them. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Any radio host, any politician, any rap artist, any singer, I don't care who they are. If they are for the idea of money leaving Detroit, they are not your friend. They are no friend of democracy, and they are no friend of home rule and what it is to have that complete control over your educational decisions when it comes to your children, if you have children that is still going to school. They dismantled DPS because that was the only way they will be able to shake you up to believe that you need outside structure to educate your children. They smeared DPS names so bad to the point those of us who were raised by DPS, who know damn well that DPS was not the fault. We knew that DPS been took over since 1999. And ever since the state had control of Detroit Public School, it has been in a decline mode to the point a Democrat by the name of Jennifer Granholm, I'll call her DWB, you know what those acronyms stand for. She put the emergency manager over our school district to break it up. And in that smear campaign I'm in, they were taking children out. How are you going to run a campaign talking about I'm in, at the same time also supporting entities that's taking your children out? It is financially draining on the parents when their children have to go to districts that's not in their city, which cause a litany of problems that normally wouldn't exist if that child was in the Detroit public schools. A lot of your children go to these different districts that's in different cities where you don't pay taxes at, so they really not inclined to do a damn thing you say or even listen to you. You even talk about how you're treated when you go to these different districts once they secure your child's $7,500. You need to keep your children in the city of Detroit. They have a right to an education right in their city. It is insane to get your child up at an ungodly hour only to send them somewhere where it's not really making that big of a difference. Because whether you send them to a school in River Rouge, and I'm not getting down on these different places, but all of these suburban enclaves who normally wouldn't engage you are now saying we can educate your child, send them here. How about leave our children alone and let DPS have the money they need to operate as a viable district and keep racist hands out of our pockets? It's just that damn simple. But they don't want to do that because in the suburbs, the children don't get $7,500 per child. Now, when you look at the whole structure of everyone who's coming in to educate your child, no one is from your community, no one is from your district, no one knows what your child is going through on a day-to-day basis. No one gives a damn. All they want is that money. I told you, $7,500 is what your child is worth. And for every child that you send to Clinton or you send to Harrison, or you send somewhere far out, that money is crippling your own district, thus affecting your tax base. And now your schools have to close down. And when the school closes down, the property value goes down because no one wants to move in an area where there's no schools or easy access to schools. See, they still saying, oh yeah, we're giving you an education, but they're not considering the access to that education and what it's taken to obtain that access on a regular basis. Attendance is poor. They're still graduating children who are not reading above a 4th grade level. So taking them out the district is not working. Keep them in the district. That's the name of the game. And get involved in what's going on in the district. Don't just be the type of parent who got to work so much that you can't get involved intricately in what's being done as far as your child's education. And the only way to do that is I can't really go over that on the airwaves because that takes a lot of time, but you have to get with us when we do our parenting classes because we go over a lot of stuff. And it's good life skills because once, as a consultant, I'm going to show you something. This is my ordination. I don't know if you can see that. But this is my ordination as a marriage minister. I became a notary and because I like to counsel people in marriages before they get married. And a lot of people that I've counseled are still married. So we had these group meetings where we talk to parents and we talk real shit. I mean, what the fuck is going on so bad in your life that you got to work 2 jobs? You got to be real enough to go into that box of yours and start picking out the shit that you don't need, that's not necessary, because this is the stuff that's hurting you from being effective in being an effective parent in your child's education, where you can go up to the school, where you can be involved in the PTA and the LSCOs and all that stuff that gives the parent the power the parent needs. That's why my son was in special education, and everything that he got from DPS, he got because me and my wife was there at every IEP meeting, making sure, hand-picking the services. A lot of parents don't show up for their child's IEP meetings when they are in special education. And that is terrible, because in that IEP meeting, you as the parent have a chance to specialize the services that they're going to pay for your child while they go to school. You got to be a dumbass, really, to miss an IEP meeting, and especially all of them. I think I only missed one, and that's because it popped up so fast that I was just too busy and I couldn't get to there. But because of his progress, we were able to follow the last IEP and still agree to a lot of the terms because he's on upward mobility. So as a parent, if you have a child in special education, you really needs to be involved and get your ass to those IEP meetings and specialize the speech, specialize what classes you think he need. Put your input on that paper, because that IEP follows them throughout their history being in school. And if you don't show up, you don't know what kind of teachers and administrators you're dealing with. They might just sign any damn thing just to get the damn meeting over with, because it's a meeting that you're going to have to sit your ass there. You ain't going to go in no damn IEP meeting talking about we're going to be done in 20 minutes. So if you got some nigga to fuck, somebody to go get with, some girl to hang with, hang that shit up. If you go into an IEP meeting, your ass gonna be there at least 4 hours. And it's a 4 hours that's well worth your child's progress. It ain't about you and the nigga you waiting on, or the girl you waiting on, or anything else. At that point, all eyes and focus is on your child, because in special education, you have a chance to do something that the parents that has regular education children can't do, and that's specialize that child's education. Check out this video. Man, Big Hurt, J Solo, banging on this one. Y'all got to check it out right here on 910AMTalk.com. If ain't nobody else played it, we support the D-Boys, always support our homeboys. It's jumping off right here. You seen it first.
Oh yeah. Hey, free my nigga Cold Dog. Free my nigga. My nigga D Green. Yeah. Free my nigga Dollar. Oh yeah. Free everybody. Everybody. Yeah. Jordan Rose. J Solo. East Side, what up? What up, big bro?
Niggas know
Real life, what up? Yeah.
got your back.
Real life on
Woodrow for life.
Real life on the edge. Oh, it feel good to be the man. Tell the fans come and catch me if they can. Real life on the edge. Young nigga getting money fast. Fuck slowing down, do the whole dash. Real life on the edge. Push me, cause I'm close to the edge. Hunters on the money. Solo. Counting real nigga money. I was raised ramen noodles, Kraft mac and cheese. I done sold it all from the drugs, even mac and freaks. Godfather told me slow down, why bother? If the price is right, call me Bob Barker. Armed with a large chopper. Can't trust the sewer ass niggas, they born rats. Probably got a tat on they lower back. In Somerset, just cop some Louis, they gorgeous. I'm more fresh, push a wig back like George Jeff and Fort Snacks. I ain't with the sneak dissing. I draw back and leave your teeth missing. Big ride on me like I'm sea fishing. Solo on the east tripping. Whipping so much I need 3 kitchens. Haven't seen a bed since that week ended. Nigga, I'm a boss player. Sell 10 bowls and keep the rest for later. Save by them bells and I ain't talking Slater. Things that I do for this awesome paper. Get to that chopper like I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm off a hater. Oh, it feel good to be the man. Tell the fans come and catch me if they can. Real life on the edge. Young nigga getting money fast. Fuck slowing down, do the whole dash. Real life on the edge. Push me, cause I'm close to the
Real life on the edge. Niggas know.
Hunters on the money. Counting real nigga money. Real life on the edge.
I'm a risk taker, whatever it take. I'm trying to get paper down for a get rich quick caper. I just left the wood hood, now I'm about to hit Schaefer. See, it's dangerous, you better move where it's a bit safer. I seen mama let the shit break her. You selling what? Then I want a little cut, like a quick taper. I'm from the murder mitten, some say the dirty glove. Out of getting paper, we be serving like 30 love. Free my man NJ, told me he was coming home in May. We was on the block like the Kimbe. Dude did 10, could've told, but he didn't say. Y'all cats rats with your fake ass. Kim K, everything paid for. I done lost money, but I made more. Stepping on my toes, I'm a wage war. Now you got a price on your head. They'll kidnap your wife for the bread. Every day I'm living life on the edge.
Oh, it feel good to be the man. Till the feds come and catch me if they can.
Real life on the edge.
Young nigga getting money fast. Fuck slowing down, do the whole dash.
Real life on the edge.
Push me, cause I'm close to the
Real life on the edge.
Hunters on the moneys.
We got the band.
Counting real nigga money.
Real life on the edge.
Big dreams since a kid, nigga. Others like the photo dealer seers. They ain't never get the big picture. Cash talk mad fluid. Call me Zab Zuda / Barracuda. Whip got a fiend with a jab to it. And Vegas illin', black but my babe Brazilian. Kick tremendous like your favorite villain. Hit to make your millions. Amazing feeling when you counting major figures. I'll pop, stop, bring some stealing at a raise the ceiling. You can keep the snitching. React like a savage cause I'm raised in the trenches. Behave a little different. Man cave full of bitches. A tub so big in this bitch I don't bathe. I'm just swimming.
Real
I'm
life
living.
on the edge.
Oh, it feel good to be the man. Till the feds come and catch me if they can.
Real life on the edge.
Young nigga getting money fast. Fuck slowing down, do the whole dash.
Real life on the edge.
Push me, cause I'm close to the
Real life on the edge.
Hunters on the moneys.
We got the band.
Counting real nigga money.
Real life on the edge.
Yeah, that was Big Hurt, J Solo. J Solo featuring Big Hurt. Everything that I play is available for download. If you went to Detroit Hip Hop and you love what you're hearing, support the Detroit artists. You can get it online at all of you. I'm quite sure at all of your digital outlets. If you already have a subscription, then the music is free for you already. So just go on there and help them boys get some coins in their pocket. So this educational component is very, very serious because it's bigger than doing homework with your children. It's bigger than showing up at a football, baseball, basketball game. This thing is far bigger than that. And as a parent, we have to be more deeply involved in what they are doing. Like, do your child know how to govern themselves without you in their presence? What exactly are the teachers dealing with when they meet your child? You always talk about you don't like the teacher or there's always a problem with the teachers, but never considering there's a big ass problem with your child and the way your child governs him or herself when they're with other children who are not under the auspices of their parents. It is horrible. You can ask any teacher. And this is because parents don't go to school like our parents used to. Remember, our parents used to check up on us. We ain't know when we would come out in the hall and see our mama or daddy walking through the hallway, making sure we wasn't in the hallway. But for your child to be prepared for education, your child has to want to be prepared for education and prepare their mind, meaning that they have to clean their circle out. You, as a parent, have to be adamant about your children and who they hang with and allow to be their friends and invite into their personal circles, because all of this affects the education component. Your child can't effectively learn because they at school doing dumb shit, getting into stupid ass fights, bringing parents into fights over dumb shit. Yeah, it's dumb shit. I said it, it's dumb shit. And the children are getting nowhere fast, educational-wise. Still getting left behind in the 21st century. This should not be. There should not be no camaraderie, no beefing between parents and teachers, between teachers and students. Teachers shouldn't have to worry about they may have to fight someone's child, all because they're trying to make them learn. Now, a lot of you parents got this fucked up. the way the teacher talked to your child. A lot of y'all talk to y'all child so fucked up, what the teacher said ain't shit. You just wanted something to bitch about. Flat the fuck out. Your child will buck up against the teacher as if the teacher is their equal. But you don't do shit to put your child in check about their tongue, because you have raised your child to believe that no one can check them but you. And that's dumb on your part as a parent to teach your child that, when you should always teach your child to respect an adult. Because you got some adults who feel as though as soon as that child steps out of that realm of being a child, they have all access to do whatever they want. And your child can't beat a grown-up. Your 15-year-old, your 10-year-old, your 11-year-old, they ain't got nothing coming on a grown-up. That grown-up could do whatever they want and you would never know anything about it. You don't know who you're dealing with out here in this society is what I'm saying. So when it comes to educating your child, you have to be the one to make sure that the education that your child is getting is in fact a real education. And if it's not, and if the teachers are the problem, then be man or woman or family enough to take your child out and homeschool them yourself. Because right now, you can go to the average middle school and it looks bad. And I just say it looks bad because there's no parental involvement. I'm of the attitude that if the parents were deeply involved, things at school wouldn't be as bad as some teachers would tell you on the fireside chat. I, like a lot of parents, I don't like to see outsiders coming from outside of our district trying to educate our children, because you don't know their experience. You don't know what this is all about. And why you're not teaching in your district. Oh, I mean, y'all children need help too, but y'all just gotta come and invade the black school districts. Black children learn better from black teachers. That's just the bottom line. It's nothing against Caucasian teachers who have the ability to reach and teach, but if it means that much to you that your child sees someone who looks like them and can accurately depict their history, then damn it, it's important for that black child to receive the same damn thing. So I just wanted to let you know about this education component. Is very serious. We need to get involved in this. You as a parent need to get involved. We're about to jump off into a video by my man Tony Finkel, Detroit song Tony Finkel. It's a hot video. In my estimation, it's one of the hottest songs to drop in 2017. Shouts out to Tony Finkel. He got it jumping off, y'all. This is Detroit Let's Talk. Don't forget, man, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We are on live, 910AMTalk.com. Mark that, 910AMTalk.com. We are the black-owned 910 AM Talk Detroit. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tony Finkel, do your thing, baby. We out of here.
It's a goddamn shame, it's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame how the hood done changed. It's a goddamn shame, it's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame how the hood done changed. 20 niggas on the corner, all I knew was 2 niggas. All my real niggas dead, hood full of new niggas. Lost my Uncle Johnny, Marcus Taylor, and my cousin Breeze. Lost some real niggas off of war that really fucked me. Rolled down Colfax, had to shed some tears. Hood looked like shit, I grew up right here. Burnt up the candy store and the grocery store. Damn, the Dairy Queen ain't eating there no more. How the fuck did the fiend scrap Berry block? That's the new thing now when they can't get no rocks. And these young motherfuckers made the hood look worse. Killed the security guard on Tarman up there at the church. Saw an old friend of mine and my heart start aching. He is begging for change on Warren up at the gas station. In my hood ain't no love at all. They robbed the nigga out on Nassas and they killed this dog. Everybody used to be friends, now they all beef. Used to play pipe ball, now niggas ain't even speak. It's fucked up, the hood used to stick together. Now shit done changed, niggas can't do shit together. It's a goddamn goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame how the hood done changed. It's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame how the hood done changed. 20 niggas on the corner, all I knew was 2 niggas. All my real niggas dead, hood full of new niggas. Lost my Uncle Johnny, Marcus Taylor, and my cousin Breeze. Lost some real niggas off the war that really fucked with. Hood up on the facts, thought about Joe Crack. I was the one that showed them how to whip them bows like that. Feds came and got my nigga, got to flashing my pictures. Damn, that could've been me sitting right there with you. Glanced at the house next door, thought about Cortez. All that young nigga wanted was to get that bread. Thought about Big Derek and that nigga Bobo. Even thought about that old ass nigga Elmo. Thought about my nigga Durrell and my baby Aunt Baby. Even thought about Big Mom, swear I love that old lady. Used to roll up a warrant for that nigga OJ. Up at the car wash, them was the good old days. Before they killed Ryan, I know that nigga Tanny Reed. R.I.P. the Big Dennis, can't forget my nigga V. I ain't got love for the hood, bitch, you better relax. Don't you ever forget my mama died right on cold facts. It's a goddamn shame, it's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame how the hood done changed. It's a goddamn shame, it's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame how the hood done changed. 20 niggas on the corner, all I knew was 2 niggas. All my real niggas dead, hood full of new niggas. Lost my Uncle Johnny, Marcus Taylor, and my cousin Breeze. Lost some real niggas off the horn that really fuck with me.
Activist Media, 910AMTALK.com, broadcasting live right here in the city of Detroit, where the topics and the conversation is just too hot for regular radio. Listen, you don't need to download the app. Just log on to the website. The website is compatible with all Android and iPhones. See you during the live program. Yeah.